where to tell your story. There are a variety of places you can tell your story, and you should incorporate multiple methods in order to reach as many prospects and customers as possible. So check out these ideas. In the About section of your website. Now, this is a great place to share your story, simply because anyone who clicks through to your About page is looking to learn more about you and your business. Now, here, you can share information such as how and why you started your business, what type of products and services you provide, or what problems you solve, why you are the best person to provide these products and services, and a little bit about you, your personal story. As you know, people do business with those they know, like, and trust. And the About section of your website is a good place to give visitors a glimpse into both the professional and personal aspects of your life. So be sure to include one or more photos too, as that will help people feel closer to you. Now just take note that whenever possible, include photos that represent the niche. And this will help people identify with you and bond with you. Now, for example, if you are sharing dog training information, then share a photo of you and your dog. Another example, if you are sharing information about how to train for marathons, then you may include one or more pictures of you with your numbered bib on during a race. Now, another place where you can tell your story is in an explainer video on the front page of your website. Now, this is a good place to share some of the credentials you possess that make you uniquely qualified to offer products, services, and information in your niche. Next up, in the About the Author section of your products. Now here's another section that people only read specifically because they want to know more about you. So just like the About section of the website, you can use this section of your product to share information about both your professional and personal life. Embedded in sales letters. So when someone is reading a sales letter, they're not interested in knowing about you, unless the information directly ties into how you can help them solve a problem. So for example, someone who's reading a sales letter about weight loss strategies isn't going to be particularly interested in your dog, because that's irrelevant. However, this prospect is going to be interested in your nutrition and exercise credentials, your certifications, results, job, etc. So basically, they want to know why you are the best person to teach them this information. So when you arrive at this section of your sales letter, you may even create a subheadline that says, "Who am I and why you should listen to me?" So you can then list your relevant credentials and how your background makes you the best person to solve the prospect's problem. Now, another place where you can tell your story is at the beginning of talks, webinars, podcasts, and videos. So if you're doing a talk, you can start with a short introduction. Now, again, this introduction should be focused on why people should stay tuned to your talk. For example, you say, "My name is Joe Blow and I run a multi-million-dollar software business out of my home. I came to this business 10 years ago without a lick of knowledge about this business and marketing. So I figured it out through trial and error, but it took 5 years and tens of thousands of dollars for me to start earning money. Today, business consistently earns 7 figures every year, and I've been awarded Entrepreneur of the Year 3 times by my local Chamber of Commerce. I know exactly what works, which is why you should listen to me. And I want to show you the quick and easy way to get your business up and running too. So, notice how the introduction answers the question, why should I listen to you? Because Joe is very successful. At the end, it smoothly begins to transition to the topic of the webinar, so Joe can start giving his presentation. Next up, embedded in blog posts, social media posts, and newsletters. So whenever you are sharing how-to articles, tips, or similar content, you can easily sneak in information about yourself into this content. So notice I said sneak it in. In other words, while you may tell a longer story if it's relevant, sometimes a single line can give your prospects a glimpse at your story. So if you do this consistently over all the content you publish, then your regular readers will start to pick up more information about you. So let me give you a couple examples of how a single sentence or so can tell people more about you. In an article about proper hydration for runners, say, last year when my wife and I traveled to Italy, I became moderately dehydrated. And let me tell you, it's not fun. My head hurt, my body hurt, my mouth felt like it was full of cotton. So just take note that this snippet tells readers personal details like travel to Italy, married, while also relaying a personal story that is more impactful than simply telling people that they should avoid dehydration. Also, another example of how a single sentence or so can tell people more about you is in an article about couponing and saving money. So you say, when I shop for dog food for my mastiff, I tend to look online first. So take note that this is just a tiny snippet, but it tells readers that the author has a dog. That may not seem like a big deal, but it's a personal detail that will help readers relate to the author. Up next, in the About section of your social media pages. Now, these sections tend not to provide a lot of space to tell your story. So you need to be very specific about how you can help the prospect and why you are the best person to do it. For example, you might use social proof. You say, I've helped 6,739 other women just like you lose weight and keep it off for good, and I can help you too.